Hello. Farewell. Be careful. Safe travels.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
I'm gonna go AFK, mate. I'm gonna make myself a drink, and then I'll be right back. try to get an upgrade once again. Hey, what's up, Surave? Yeah, I just got yelled at. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yes, I live, but I won't live for long after my wife just got mad at me. Ah, Coca-Cola.
Need help? Be careful. I supply only the finest goods.
Everything you never do, and all you never say, never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. city hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I tried to hide led me here, nowhere to run tonight. There's a spark I can't contain, rising slow.
Can we get an upgrade, please? In the name of God. No. Why is it not doing... Why is it not like... Auto is on. Weird. Oh, great. Some silver. Wonderful. I have had the worst RNG luck on this character.
What can I do for you? Looking for something specific? Safe travels.
Yeah, I'll say. Looking for a way to level. It doesn't require me to kill mobs that are like 2, 3 freaking levels above me. This zone is just shit for me. It's total garbage. Ugh, I hate Stranglethorn Vale. It is the worst. It is the worst.
Hello. See you later.
What can I do for you?
I'll take the protection.
For the Alliance.
How are you? See you around.
Coca-Cola. I've been okay. It's been rough, man. You know how it is. My wife being sick and her mom being sick. Just kind of tired of everybody being sick, to be honest. Just kind of fed up with it. I'm worn out. I'm beat up. That's why we're trying to get into here and
Something? Have a good one.
de-stress with little World of Warcraft. Just checking out. Really need to clean out my inventory, but let's not worry about it right now. I see, like, that is thick leather. We're fine.
Safe travels.
Yes, you're not gonna hear me talk too much, Strafe, because I don't really have a whole lot to say. Plus, my wife's trying to sleep, and I don't want to wake her up. Yeah, gotta love that, man. Gotta love that.
Can I help you?
What is this? Creative life portion. Oh shit! I should have turned that in already. Son of a. I should have turned that quest in already. Crap. Crap. I was in Stormwind twice already. Hey, well, yeah, it is too bad. It is too bad. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think the Raptor Cave is a good idea. Let's go back. It's just like, this happens to me every time when I get to this level. I always struggle, like, levels like 33 to, like, 36. Like, this 3-level range, for whatever reason, is always a struggle for me. Because on a melee hunter, especially at this level, I'm still really weak. So you don't really want to kill mobs that are, like, your level or higher. But most of the quests at this level range, you're going to be killing mobs that are like your level or higher. It's pretty tough. Like all these quests out here, they're all going to be like, I mean, we could do the centaur. We could just, let's just go grind the centaur. It's going to take us a while to get there, though. Which sucks. We're going to lose some of my buff. But whatever. I think grinding the centaurs might be our best option. Plus, there's a lot of chests over there. If we play our game right. Play our cards right. It's going to take me a freaking while to get there. Sometimes, I will admit that, that sometimes World of Warcraft can be kind of annoying, like vanilla, and like that you don't have a little bit better travel options. Like it can be a pain in the ass that it's gonna, it takes you like 20 minutes just to get somewhere sometimes. It's really, it's like one of those things. It's like catch-22. It's like I like the fact that there's no fast travel, but sometimes when you're tired and a little frustrated like I am right now, it would be nice to be able to have a quicker way to traverse. And I'm not talking flying mounts. I'm just talking like, Skyrim style or Guild Wars 2 style. Go to a map and just say, okay, I want to go, I just want to go right here. And just click the damn button and teleport there. But of course, I wouldn't want that for the game because it ruins the feeling of the world being alive. Yeah, I used to do some turtle. Yeah, Turtle WoW did. Their melee hunter was pretty scuffed. I think they did recently though. I mean, they did fix Aspect of the Wolf. It didn't take as much mana. It was so bad because Aspect of the Wolf gave you attack power, but it cost so much mana to cast. Like it was like, and the problem is you lost all of the benefits of Aspect of the Monkey. So it was really if you're gonna be a melee hunter, you have to have some sort of additional defenses. Something that's gonna make you a little tankier. Something's gonna make you mitigate damage. Because you can't just stand toe to toe with mobs and as a melee hunter without that, because you just get your ass handed to you. Like warriors have, shield wall, they've got demoralizing shout, they've got lots of different things they can do to try to mitigate damage, shield block. Druids have healing, feral druids, they have the ways to heal themselves. Rogues have, evasion and gouge and blind, they have all kinds of stuff to help mitigate damage. All the hunter really has is deterrence, and that's maybe wing clip. That's about it. Feign death if you're just trying to drop combat, but I'm talking about mitigating damage, you know. So what Turtle WoW, the biggest mistake they made with a melee hunter was they tried to say that we're just gonna give you a, they just tried to sell out and try to do like the super cheesy. Well, if we're gonna, you know, what's the easiest way we can make the melee hunter do more damage with melee? Well, we'll just give him like a huge attack power buff. Like if you put on Aspect of the Wolf, you get like 20 attack power or something, right? The worst part is you lose all the dodge from Aspect of the Monkey. So what they should have done, to start, just to start, is they should have done Aspect of the Wolf, but you should have retained at least like, you know, 5% of your dodge from Aspect of the Monkey. So Aspect of the Wolf should also grant you a dodge bonus. It may not be as strong as Monkey, but it should definitely be something, right? And that was a big mistake on Turtle WoW's part. And of course, initially the biggest problem with Wolf was it took so much mana. So like if you were in a fight and you switched from Monkey to Wolf, right? It's like 200 mana or something. Like, you know, you take off like a fifth of your bar of mana, maybe more, maybe a quarter, probably like a fifth. So if you switch back and then you want to go back to Monkey to like mitigate damage because you got two guys on you, you know, and then you jump back to Wolf to try to get more attack power, you know, before you know it, you're out of mana, you know, very, very quickly. So this was, and they did fix that later on. They reduced the amount of mana it took to jump into Wolf, but that didn't entirely solve the problem. We both did dance at the same time. Yeah, but Turtle WoW, I'm gonna be really interested to see if Turtle WoW tries to come back though. Like the guy is, you know, like, do we have that? I don't think I have that. Do I not have the add-on running anymore? I don't think I do. Thought I did. No! Son of a... Fuck me. Oh my god. Oh fucking god. This is just... Jesus. I went to type macro, you know, to go into slash for macro, and I don't know what I did. I went to type something, and I hit my auto walk key, which for me is tilde. Fuck me.
Settled into place as the darkness starts to rage.
Nothing like the boat leaving and jumping in the water.
I can't get to my soul.
What I was trying to do, I was trying to bring up fucking add-ons to see if I have that damn add-on running, which I do right here. I don't know what's not on the mini. I think I've turned off the mini map key. No, it's right there. Oh, they've got this. Yeah. I think what happened is once I installed this add-on, the guild map, it then collapsed these into this button here. That was wonderful. These stats make no sense to me. This is saying that out of all the warriors that have been created, that 5% of them make it to 60, and yet only 2.66% of paladins make it to 60? That doesn't make sense. Paladins are way more survivable than warriors. So these stats don't look right to me. Now this looks right. It says number of deaths. You can see there's way more warrior deaths than paladin deaths. Like way more. Which makes sense because more people play warrior than paladin, but probability of reaching milestone starting from. So it says the probability of a paladin reaching level 10 is 60%. Reaching level 20, 27, 14, 7, 4. Or even the fact that like Hunter is 1.35%. Like they're saying that the Hunter has the worst chance of reaching level 60. I just can't, these numbers just don't, they don't add up, man. There's no way more Hunters are dying before level 60 than warriors. Well, maybe there, or maybe there are. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just wrong.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless?
Why did I go here? I mean, I guess,
And I'm feeling restless.
I guess, which one's faster, flying from here or flying from?
The seams erupt, tearing from the inside.
Whatever. I'm very flustered right now.
Feels like war this time. The ground was bare.
I probably should have went to Theramore, but whatever.
Emptiness couldn't turn it all around.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people do play Hunter, and they thinking it's like super easy, which in a way, I mean, Hunter is. I mean, the easiest class to level to 60 is Paladin. I mean, I've leveled Paladins to 60. I've leveled Warriors to 60. I've leveled Hunters to 60 in Hardcore. Paladin is by far the easiest. You have to once you get past like a certain level, you literally have to die like 3 times to die once. You know, you get low on health, you lay on hands. You know, you get low on health, you bubble, heal yourself up. Get low on health, you lay on hands. You know, I mean, it's very difficult to die as a Paladin. I think the thing where people die with Hunters is that they get so used to their pet. Same thing with Warlocks. You know, they get so comfortable having their pet tank and take the damage that once their pet dies, they kind of, you know, they've never really thought about that scenario. Like, what do I do when 2 mobs are coming at me and I have no pet? You know, I think they panic. A lot of people die in hardcore because they panic. You know, most situations where people die in hardcore are manageable situations. You know, there are ways to mitigate situation, you know, to handle it and not die. But most people just panic, you know.
hoping just to find you. All I knew was lost, fading on the outside. No one counts the cost.
But yeah, I find it hard to believe that more. But I mean, the stats could just be skewed. Well, they're not skewed. It was showing there are more warriors.
Finding empty stairs.
Like if you look at the, if you do the total number of deaths, 191,370 hunter, warrior 239,810 deaths. That means that there would have to be so many more warriors created for them still to have a better chance of reaching 60 than the hunter. Like, there would have to be significantly more warriors created, which makes no sense, because you can just look at our own guild and see how many freaking hunters there are, right? Right, do this and look for hunter. Look how many hunters there are in this guild. A shit ton. There's way more hunters than any other class. It's not even close. Now, although there's a lot of warriors, though. We go down to warrior, there's a lot of warriors, so could be. I guess it's possible. I just have a hard time believing those stats are accurate. I can tell you from experience, man, leveling a warrior to 60 is way harder than leveling a hunter. Oh my god. Of course, once you get a warrior to like 30 though, then it's like easy. Like when you just have to have a decent shield. You have a decent shield, you understand how to use your defensive stance and how to use shield block, and you can easily. I see so many warriors die when I'm like, dude, just switch to defensive stance, put on a shield, and you wouldn't even drop below 50% health in that encounter, you know. But they don't. They stay in, you know, in battle stance or Zerker stance with a two-hand weapon, and you know, trying to do a hit point race. Whose hit point bar is going to go down faster? Theirs or the enemies, you know. And what happens is they think they're fine, but then they got a slow two-handed weapon and they miss 2 times in a row. And you miss with a warrior, and that's a shit with a slow two-handed weapon, and that's a lot of damage you're missing, man. It's a lot. I've seen so many warriors die where they're like, you know, 50%. You know, there's like 30-40% of their health is left, and the enemy's got like 5% health, and then they just miss. They swing like twice and they miss both of them, and then the enemy like crits them twice, and it's like they're dead. And you're just like, whoops. What they should have done was when the enemy critted the first time, they should have put on their shield, put up shield block, and just basically grinded the mob down. Safe and easy, baby, safe and easy. I do this every time I level a character 60. I come to this zone. I come to Desolus. I start doing some quests, and then I get some stupid thumb up my ass, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to Stranglethorn Vale. There's all these quests in Stranglethorn Vale, and of course I go there, and all the mobs are like 2 levels above me, and I'm like, well, this freaking sucks, because I'm missing, you know, because without hit rating, as a melee hunter, right? Especially if you're dual wielding, which is what I prefer to do. And you get the dual wield hit penalty, right? You're just gonna miss everything. You're gonna be missing so much, dude. No, I don't vape, dude. I do not vape. I do not smoke. I don't even drink anymore, man. I used to be a heavy drinker. I quit drinking about 3 years ago. But I was a big party animal. I used to drink a shit ton. Not anymore. You shouldn't vape, dude. That shit'll fuck your lungs up, dude. It's worse than smoking. Get yourself some popcorn lung. Does my neighbor vape? I'll tell you what, you can go vape in the corner somewhere. Goodbye. Kind of in that. We kind of finished out our survival tree build, right? And so now we're just trying to get through the BM build, but it's like, you know, we've got to we still need thick hide, we need monkey, beastals. I mean, so it's gonna take us like 20 levels before we start to really feel like my pet is, starting to actually get some, some DPS benefits from BM. So this is that level range I don't really enjoy leveling on a melee hunter. Like the 33 to like 45, it kind of sucks because you're weak. You don't feel very, you're pretty weak. Your talent points don't feel like they're really doing a lot. It's like, oh yeah, my pet's got a little bit more armor, my pet's got more health. You're pumping all these talent points into that. Maybe pumping talent points into your own, into improved aspects of the monkey. For survivability purposes, and because I love to be able to face tank, I love to be able to swap threat between me and my pet. It enables me to handle a lot more mobs at once, and it enables me to be a lot more flexible in dungeons as well. But it is very, it takes time. It's like we literally need like another 20 levels to get to where my pet's starting to do more damage almost. We've got to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 more levels, and then we're getting into Unleashed Fury, which actually Unleashed Fury feels pretty nice. Once we get the 5 out of 5 on Unleashed, my pet's going to start feeling like he's hitting harder. But really the biggest thing that improves the pet is the crit. Once you get the ferociousness, or whatever it's called, I mean, that's when your pet just starts to shine, once you get ferocity, 5 out of 5 on ferocity, your pet starts critting like all over the place. Big damage. A couple of raptor strike. The other reason, like hitting mobs that are like, I've played WoW for so many years. Like, you are so much better off hitting mobs that are like killing mobs that are like 2 or 3 levels beneath you than killing mobs that are even your level or like a level above you. Like, even though the experience is a lot less, you're just gonna hit more. You're gonna crit more. It's like the time to kill TTK is so much less. Like, it's so much better to be killing mobs that are like, you know, like this. Level 31's perfect. This is like the perfect level range you want to be killing mobs. Because I'm, like we can see, I've already created 3 rapid strike crits. You're just going to crit more. You're going to do more damage. Mobs are going to die a lot faster. It is a lot better. Oh, yes. Shield of the monkey.
It's more heartless to say, holding, wanting more than this to say, loving, searching, breathe a brand new day, growing, learning, it never goes away.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I told you to come back. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing, Hopper? Yes, definitely less good glitches in the Matrix. I mean, you're fine killing mobs your level, but I would recommend killing mobs that are like, you know, one level beneath you. Like if you're 30, killing 29s is a good strategy. You know, twice say 29, 28. So I'd say one level or two levels beneath you is a good strategy. I would try to keep it not more than that though. Like once you get 3 or 4, then the XP starts to drop off pretty hard. Now we got a big pack of guys. Somebody must have came through here because there's no scorpions. There's no scorpions. Yeah. Alright, let's do the centaurs then. Let these guys respawn.
Don't let the dark pull us under.
Wind chasers. Casters. Level 47, nice. Congrats, man. You're leveling quickly. Scout shoots arrows. TBC's, yeah, probably is, yeah. Damn, this guy hits hard.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Ooh. I didn't know he had like a storm strike or some type of ability like that. Guy does a lot of damage.
Time to love. Wake up.
There's a guy named Shady Dealings. Yeah, I've had a lot of characters with Shady in their name, like Shady Elf, Shady Noob. I don't think I've ever done Shady Noob. We've done Shady Moon, Shady Veil, one of my favorite ones. Shady Sucks. I had a warlock called Shady Sucks once because I suck at warlocks. Although I didn't name any other characters that again because I thought, somebody might think that was like a gay thing, like Shady Sucks. I was like, yeah. Ah, crap. This is not good. You do not want to get 2 of the destroyers on you. 1 hits hard enough. And actually, one of those looks... Oops, I just aggroed this guy. I wasn't paying attention. Oh shit. Those guys are coming. Ah, the beauty of feigned death, huh? But there's a lesson for some people, like never push a bad situation. Like never ever in hardcore push a bad situation. I think a lot of people, and I don't know personally, I haven't seen people do it, but I'm assuming a lot of people are like, they'll get 2 mobs like that and they won't like immediately just say, okay, this is a bad situation, I'm just gonna reset. They'll actually maybe hit the mobs for a few seconds, say, well, maybe I can kill one and then I'll kill the other. I never do that. Like, I mean, if I know I can do it, I do it. In that situation, I knew having 2 of those, whatever they're called, what are they called? Warhammers, I don't know. Those specific mobs, they hit really, really hard. Plus they have that, like, kind of like, that shaman kind of ability, like Earth Shock. It's like kind of like an Earth Shock ability. So with 2 of those hitting my pets and with Earth Shock, I would have had to spend too much time trying to heal my pet, which means I would have pretty quickly. So that's just like pushing a bad situation. Never push a bad situation in hardcore. Oh, this dude's ugly. Destroyers. These are the ones that you don't want to fight 2 destroyers at once. Because they hit so hard. Shit, now they're respawning around me, see that? You are in World of Warcraft, in Desolus. Holy crap, these guys are respawning too quickly. Like, way too quick. Like, we just killed those guys. Did you see that? We just killed those 2 guys, and they, like, respawned. If my pet didn't die, I think he just despawned. Probably got netted or something. Then what are you doing here? I guess you were curious. You're either lying or you're telling the truth, and you just randomly clicked on a YouTube stream. Never played World of Warcraft?
Not like anything was wrong. It never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's
These guys spawn so fast. I wonder if when he calls for help, it actually spawns one. Because you see him called for help, and then this guy spawned very quickly. Hmm. Yeah, look how fast they're spawning. I just killed this guy, like, I don't know, like a minute ago. There'll be no silly incantations in this class. You know, it'd be a good idea to heal your pet before you go into combat. Wouldn't that be a good idea? And there we add, so he calls for help. So, yeah. Shit, same deal, man. It's like fighting raptors, you know, when they call for help. So because of the density of these mobs and the quick respawn timer is like, probably. I wanted to clear through those camps because I'm looking for chests inside those little tents. A lot of times there's chests, but every time I try to clear through there, they just keep summoning more and spawning more and calling for help, and it's just turning into a shit show. So we're gonna have to approach it in a different way. I apologize, Jovan. I silenced Jovan because I misread the chat. I thought he was being kind of weird, so I just put him in timeout for 10 minutes. But I missed your comment where you said, I missed his comment. So YouTube chat was being a little weird. Sometimes the YouTube chat doesn't refresh quick enough, and what happens is I'll see a chat from like one of you guys before I see the chat from the other. Like I saw Strafes. I saw your chat come out in kind of in the wrong order. I came out before his or something. It was weird. Yeah, whatever. I'm tired. What can I say? It's fucking 3:51 in the morning. Ah, of course, the scout. The scout. We could pull the scout into our trap if we wanted to. We can just dead zone him, but that's fine. Yeah, but I've opened, you know, Strafe, I've opened up so many chests. Like, I've opened up like 30 or 40, you know, lockbox, you know, ironbound crates from fishing and treasure chests. Like, easily like 30, 40 at least, without any weapons. Without any weapons upgrades. Like, which is, I'm going to say that's pretty bad luck. Normally you'll see, and not even any rings. Like, you remember I was talking about having the ability to, you know, I can't, like, use rings or necklaces that I get from quests or that I get off mobs, but if a ring or a necklace drops in a crate, like a treasure chest, I can equip it. We haven't even seen that. We've seen no rings, no necklaces, no weapons. Like, the RNG has been very, very bad. You know, last, like, you know, since level 25, basically. Like, since level 25 to now, so that's... Actually, since 23, because we got this weapon that I'm using now, we got at 23. So since 23, that's 10 levels. We have not found a single item, necklace or ring, or weapon in a chest that we could equip. Other than a couple like gray, you know, I have looted a couple like gray swords and shit, you know, which were like, you know, not even, they were like way worse than my current weapons, so they didn't really, you know, obviously I'm not going to use those. No, we got the Claw of the Shadowmancer. Can't use that. That's our second blue item, I think. What was the other blue item we got? I think it's the, yeah, that's the second blue drop. The other blue drop I got was off a zombie. I got, I think it was a cloak. Yeah, it was a cloak. Look at that guy. See how he respawned already? Dude, I just killed him like 30 seconds ago, or maybe a minute ago. I'm just amazed at how fast. It's weird too, because like some areas they spawn really slow, and some areas they're really fast. And with the respawn rate right here, I don't even have to go anywhere. I could literally, since these are all physical, I could probably just kill these 3 spawns right here and not have to even move. Let's see if that's the case. Kill this one, then this one should spawn, right? Let's see. No, we'll kill this one. Yep, see that one spawned already. Yep. We can just sit here and kill these guys non-stop. All the way to level 40. Wouldn't that be fun if I just sat here all the way to level 40? God, these guys just don't die. Like, I don't know if they have a lot of health or what, but it's like, jeez. It's forever to kill these guys. And that guy spawned already. Look at that shit, dude. Unbelievable. And we're gonna pull him over here because if he yells out for help, he'll pull in those others. Yeah, it's too bad they're not all destroyers. The destroyers seem to be quite a bit weaker than the battle lords. Respawn timer, jeez. Oh, it's a wind chaser. I didn't notice it was a wind chaser. Okay, so it's not spawning the same mob every time. Yeah, we need. I would much rather to prefer to have dual wield, like dual. If I wasn't doing the weapons from chests only, we probably would be about level 36 right about now. I would say, at least 35. You know, we'd be able to because we would have better weapons, which is fine. I mean, that's why this challenge is more difficult. Lots and lots and lots of basilisks. Is what we don't need. Hmm. I am older than time itself. I'm old, man, Javon. I'm old. Yeah, these damn scorpions have not responded. Looks like we're gonna take out 2 basilisks this time. Hopefully. God, the sleep is so long on these guys. We'll go ahead and pull threat on one of them. Yes, I am like 1,000,000,000 years old. Yes. Let's just say, when I was in high school, there were no fucking cell phones. There was really no internet at all. I was still using payphones, you know. The first video game I ever played was Pong. Remember Pong? Probably not. You probably don't remember Pong, right? When I was in high school, the computer at the high school lab was an Apple IIe, I believe. And I played a game called Karateka, which we thought was like the coolest shit ever, right? These basilisks are starting to annoy me. At least somebody leveled. My pet did, right? I wish they had. I think another thing for Classic Plus would be definitely to expand upon pet talents. You know, hunter pet talents. You know, warlock pet talents. Definitely expand upon that for if they did want to do more with Classic Plus. There's so many things around here to kill that aren't things that I need to kill. Alright, I gotta pour some soda here. Get ourselves a drink. Yes, Morpheus. Yes. Ah. Little Mexican Coca-Cola. I only drink Mexican Coke. Man, I probably spend like... I probably spend $80 a month on Mexican Coca-Cola. This shit's expensive, dude. 4 16-ounce bottles of Mexican Coca-Cola at my store is like $11. So it is very expensive. So I buy at least once. I'd say I buy 2 a week, 2 4-packs a week. So that's $22 times, yeah. So it's been like $88 a month on fucking Mexican Coca-Cola probably.
You need something? Be careful. Need help? Light bless you.
And of course, we can't equip this ring because we cannot equip anything that doesn't come from a chest or isn't crafted by myself. Yeah, yeah. Mexican Cokes are made with real cane sugar, not that frickin' corn syrup crap that's in regular Coca-Cola. So they're actually, not that soda is healthy for you because it isn't. But if you're going to drink Coca-Cola, Mexican Coca-Cola is the healthiest you could drink because it's just natural cane sugar. It's not, it doesn't have corn syrup in it. Now we're up to 17 gold. Is there a repair person here? I don't think there is.
See you later.
Yeah, I don't think we have a repair, do we?
Hey there.
General goods.
Have a good one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nobody up here. Yeah, this... Actually, I think the repair person's over here. Well, I don't know if you're in the United States, but in the United States they sell it at... A lot of the grocery stores sell it. But it's usually... It can be sold out a lot in stores because it's pretty popular. Trump actually has asked Coca-Cola to make natural cane sugar Coke manufactured in the United States, and they have said that they are looking into doing that, believe it or not. And from what I've last heard, they are rolling out test segments, which is kind of funny, meaning they're basically creating some natural cane sugar Coke to disperse out to stores, and they want to see, how well does it sell. That's the last word I heard. And I hope that's true. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but that's the last word I heard. But Trump actually has asked, believe it or not, asked Coca-Cola to make natural cane sugar Coke in the U.S. because he's a Diet Coke drinker, Trump. He's a crazy dude. But yeah, most grocery stores usually carry Mexican Coke if it's a big chain. Fortunately, it's very expensive.
Settled into place as the darkness starts to reach.
Yeah, I figured you weren't. So yeah, I don't know what it's like in other countries. Yeah, I have no idea what it's like in other countries for Mexican Coke. Eat these basilisks, man. Gotta love being put to sleep right when you kill him up. Gotta love that. Not being able to. Mexican Coke's is my only real vice. It's like my only true vice left. Like I used to drink quite a bit, but I don't drink anymore. I used to do other stuff that was probably not as healthy, and I don't do those things anymore. So the only thing I do, the only thing that's a true vice for me anymore is drinking soda, and I drink usually 2 Mexican Cokes a day, right? So I drink 2 sodas a day, and that's about it. They're 16-ounce bottles, so I drink 32 ounces of soda a day. And I drink I drink about 3 cups of coffee in the morning. And then other than the 3 cups of coffee and the 2 sodas, I drink just water the rest of the time. Usually a few scorpions over here in this area. Usually, not always. And there were none. Gotta be someone killing them. Yeah, I don't know what's hitting me. That was weird. I'm gonna feign death to drop combat. I think there was something underground there.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground was bare, I tried to drown. The emptiness couldn't turn it all around. Pull the shutter, see the world fly by, like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal.
The grind is real, man. The grind is real. Little pack of bone paws sneaking up behind me. Always fun. Don't put me to sleep. Don't fall asleep. Ooh, spinning strike with fire blast. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, fire weapon would be kind of nice.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
No, parkour fail. I, I've been sitting at the same level. You've like it feels like you've leveled like 3 times in the time that I'm still sitting on the same level. I was gonna say that was very quick. And these scorpions just are not spawning over here. Alright, let's do they're not spawning. Join the Warlock life, nice. Yes, I'm sure you do a very good damage, whereas I'm doing really shitty damage. My damage sucks. We will get explosive trap, I think, next level, I believe. Yeah, see, yeah, that's yeah, next level we get explosive trap, which is a big mana. It consumes a ton of mana, but I've always wanted to try to build like an AOE leveling build with a hunter, like grab like a ogre or yeah, grab like a gorilla, and pull like lower level mobs like 3 at a time, and pop explosive trap. That's something we should definitely try. I've never tried it before. I've actually never tamed a gorilla before, so that's something we'll do on this character. We'll grab a gorilla, because I do believe the gorilla is the only character that has an AoE DPS ability. Pretty sure it's an AoE DPS. Let's just kill these guys. I'm just like looking at these basilisks like they're annoying me. Let's just kill them. They're annoying me.
Yes. They're very annoying.
Felguard. Nice. Well, once we reach level 35, 35 is a big level for us because 35 removes the restriction on leatherworking. So even though, you know, we'll be able to make higher level leatherworking recipes, unfortunately we won't be able to equip that gear because I don't, you know, we're not going to be high enough level probably, but still, it'll be nice to start to plan out some of that gear, to start to try to get, you know, the dragon scale that they're working online, start to look for dragon scale recipes, and you know, get some better, you know, gear that we can use. So we can start getting the gear crafted and probably made before we are even high enough level to use it. So when we reach that level, it'll just be ready to go. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, just equip it. So how did you piss him off? Were you pulling too much threat? Oh yeah, that's not a good idea. You should never need on if there's a healer in the group and they can equip an item that has plus healing. You should never be rolling, dude. You should never be rolling need on that. I can understand why he'd get mad if it's an upgrade for him and it's got plus healing. Yeah, that's you shouldn't be rolling need on that. You was a bad boy, man. That's like when my dog gets in the cat food. I'm like, bad boy. And he gets in the cat food a lot because he's a bad boy. The Thunder Axe Fortress. Yes. Well, I mean, if it has both, right? If it's one of those things where it's like plus 33 spell power, spell damage, you know, like the same. Like if it's basically saying it gives you spell damage and spell and healing, then I could see you rolling on it because then it's just as good for you as it is for him. But if it was one of those items that had plus healing and no plus spell damage, but it had like a lot of intellect and a lot of maybe stamina, and you're like, well, I'm just gonna roll need because I want, the fact that it's got a lot more intellect. In that particular situation, I would say you're in the wrong, because it's just way better for the healer. But if this item has like plus 33 spell damage and plus 33 healing, then yeah, then that's fine. It's it's in that instance, it's just as good for you as it is for them. Yeah, the healing for the demon. I wonder if plus healing would increase the healing of my mend pet spell. I have no idea. Let's ask ChatGPT. Does plus healing that way we can roll need on healing gear just to piss people off. I mean, I would never do that, but does plus healing increase the healing of my mend pet spell? It does. It does, man. So now we can tell everybody that plus healing gear is for hunters because it increases the healing of my men pet. Everything's hunter gear. Like some hunter rolled need on like a mace, and someone in the guild chat goes, all weapons are hunter weapons, and I'm like, yeah, it's funny though because mace is like the only weapon type that hunters cannot equip. Hunters can equip axes, swords, daggers, staves, fist weapons, but they cannot equip maces. I wonder what that creepy thing was. Holy crap. I saw the water like moving weird. I'm like, what is that? And then I realized it was one of these elites, dude. Good to know that my unit scans are working correctly because it alerted me. I'm like, holy crap. We don't want to fight a 39 elite. That would not be good. I saw the water kind of like doing this weird like movement. I'm like, what is that weird movement in that water? And then I realized it was this elite.
Time to love. Wake up. Don't let the dark pull us under.
Yeah, this quest is like, we're not gonna do it right now, but I mean, we could pick it up. I don't know if I have room in my quest log. No idea. I didn't think I did. But that's a brutal quest for me at this level. Alright, so we've got the possibility of getting an upgraded item, and we didn't. All we got was some fucking... I am like so disappointed in the chests that I've gotten. Like normally, with the amount of chests I've looted, you would have gotten some sort of upgrade. So the RNG at Jesus has not been, it's definitely not been with us. We have not had RNGesus on our side with this character. It's been very... They're making us work hard for this, man. Like, really hard.
To wake up, I will find you.
And we do need to pick up the Scepter of Light. But I don't think we have room. Oh no, we do. We do have room. We can always dump some of the Stranglethorn Veil quest if we have to.
Light be with you.
Time to love. Wake up.
You Eat Dick? What a stupid character name. With a name like You Eat Dick, you deserve to die. I'm not gonna lie, that's a dumb name. You Eat Dick! Well, you know, I think you just the one who's fucking ate some dick, buddy, because you're dead. Just trying to find these scorpions. If we can get these scorpions quest knocked out, then we can turn in 3 quests. have to reevaluate where where we're at that point. That's 2 misses. I hate slow two-handed weapons because I hate missing. It feels so painful when you miss. Ah, quest complete. That quest is always a pain in the ass. It takes forever to get the Scarpashi Venoms. Sometimes you'll have to kill like 30 scorpions at least just to get it done. Yeah, probably, yeah. What's funny is like how many of my levels, like I can seriously like level probably about 8 levels on this character where all I'm killing is raptors. Like when I hit like level 28, we can just farm the raptor cave to like 32. And then when we hit 30, like 34 or 35, probably 35, we can farm the raptors in Dustwallow Marsh. Until like 40, right?
You got my attention. Off with you. Be good.
Everything you never do, and all you never say.
See you around.
Never make it easier to numb out all the pain.
Now we're kind of at a weird. We're kind of back at that weird. Like this quest out here is too difficult. We're 33. I got an idea. I have an idea. I don't know if I even need some of these things anymore.
Safe travel.
It's not like you were there for me, so why do I still want you here? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take?
Playing with one hand here. Yes, 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 yes. I'll take all of those. Thank you. One of the benefits of, like, one of the things I will not ever, like, prevent myself from being able to do is to use the scrolls, because they're not, like, super strong. It's like, oh, 5 strength. But when you're, like, a weak melee hunter, those little scrolls, they really help out. But yeah, you can see we're up to 17, almost 18 gold, so not having to train all the ranged abilities makes keeping our money pool pretty high, pretty easy. Ah, I shouldn't have fed him. He didn't even need to be fed there. Oh well. We got the mystery meat as well.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
City hums, it knows my secrets. I'm awake, tangled in regrets. Every scar I tried to hide led me here, nowhere to run tonight. There's a spark I can't contain, rising slow through all my veins. I'm breaking through, leaving shadows, walking past the nights that tried to hold me. Every part of me is finally awake. I'm standing, I won't break. Your words echo when
Ooh, I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to get tired. It is 4:49 a.m. My wife's gonna yell at me tomorrow. Unfortunately, my wife is a very light sleeper, and she has like really bad heart conditions. And I went into the kitchen right before I started streaming to get some ice out of the refrigerator, and unfortunately, you know, our kitchen's tile on the floor, and so when you get ice out of the ice maker, it's like into this like Yeti cup. It's so loud. It's like, and I literally woke her up by getting ice out of the refrigerator. She came out like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I was just getting ice." But she has a hard time getting to sleep, so every time you wake her up, it pisses her off. I just looked at her and I said, "Go back to bed." So, lesson learned. Don't ever get ice in the middle of the night. I won't do that again. We'll just have to drink cold water or something. Oh man, I wish I was high enough level to be doing Searing Gorge. I like Searing Gorge. But that's like level 48. Yeah, but I think 35 is going to be cool because releasing that limit on our leatherworking will mean we can start planning, you know, start working on our dragon scale leatherworking, working on getting our leatherworking maxed so we can get our dragon scale leatherworking going, because we want to be, you know, we want to start getting some of those recipes. Let me do this. Wait. Sorry, I'm cleaning up my chat GPT. In vanilla WoW, can you... Let me try Claude. I think I used Claude for this last time. Maybe it wasn't Claude. I'm a leather worker in vanilla classic era World of Warcraft. Can you list all the alliance obtain recipes for leatherworking, vendors and quests by zone in World of Warcraft? Also help me to focus on dragon scale leatherworking. What mobs should I be farming for scales while leveling up to 60? Let's see what Claude comes up with. We had this one, which was pretty good, but I'm curious what it's going to come up with. Barbecued buzzardwing, already known.
Watch your neck.
He'll Syndicate Highwaymen, Syndicate Mercenaries. Shit, I don't know where those guys are.
See you around.
Is that a quest for the others?
Have a good one.
Let's dump. We can dump bad medicine. And we can dump hostile takeover for now.
Need help? Safe travels.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
This is a kind of a difficult quest. We don't want to go into the cave.
How are you?
And,
Around.
okay. Yeah, let's do the manor. This is what I was thinking. I was doing Norfolk Manor. Actually, it says here at Refugee Point there's someone who sells stuff. Sells leatherworking. Not this guy.
You got my attention.
Although he sells that. Gotta be the trade vendor, right? Not the
You need something?
no, not this one. Okay, we're looking for target Dorothy. I don't see him.
Well met. Can I help you?
Potential customer.
Hmm.
Keep it real. I got the best deals anywhere. Glad I could help.
Oh, here we go. This is a leatherworking supplier.
How are you?
So we need to have some recipes, but he doesn't. I don't see Dorothy Firebrand here at Refugee Point. Are you sure he's here in Vanilla? Wow.
See you around.
Let's take this same prompt that we created for Cloud, and we're going to put it into ChatGPT. A lot of times I like to compare the AI models and see which one does a better job of getting the information I'm looking for. Yeah, so we need to do the Daenerys has some really good ones, so when we get to level 40, we'll definitely be working on that. Raptor hide. Palantir the paladin has been slain. The Palantir. Oh, this guy's level 34. Damn. Oh, only level 30. Good. Level 30 is good for us. Little outhouse out here. Nice. We got a chest in here. Come on, pet. And of course, no upgrade. You can never seem to get an upgrade. Okay, there's sometimes a chest in here. We're gonna check this out. And of course, we got the ranger. The rangers. Bouncy, booty bouncing. Oh God, people and their dumb names. The booty bouncing. See, this is me pushing a bad situation. This is what you shouldn't do, right? And now I've kind of bought myself into this situation, unfortunately. Because if I wanted to run away, there's so many stealthers around this area that we'd easily walk right into a stealth mob. Which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to leave this combat, is because I might walk into more stealthed mobs. Yeah. It's much easier for a warlock to handle multiple mobs, man. With your damn life drain and everything. Jeez. I'm so jealous. So jealous of the warlock, man. I really think that's going to be the next character I level. It's going to have to be a human warlock. Can't be a night elf warlock. Yeah, Nelf Walk would be crazy, wouldn't it? I still think they should have. Well, you know, there is a Nelf Paladin, like in retail WoW. I can't remember which expansion, but there's actually a storyline in retail WoW where a night elf becomes a paladin. And I have always wanted to play a night elf paladin. JP always come on when I'm about ready to get off. You realize it's 5 in the morning, dude. How you doing, JP? I can't stream much longer because I gotta get to bed. Oh, jeez, I don't want to pull 3 guys. Nah, let's not do 3. I know you always come on like around 5 a.m. right when I'm about ready. Like, okay, I gotta get to bed. I just would really like to get to level 34, but that's not gonna happen right now. Not gonna happen yet. Yeah, no, I do. I agree. I 100% agree. I like limited race class combos too. I just think it would have been cool to play a paladin. It doesn't really make sense. Like paladin doesn't really fit the night elves, but I'm a huge fan of limited race class combos because it makes race feels more unique. And also, I'm also a fan of healers healing and DPS DPSing. I don't like it when they give DPS healing abilities, and that's one of the paths that WoW went down a long time ago in retail that just, in my opinion, ruined classes. You know, heal like rogues being able to heal themselves, warriors being able to heal themselves. You know, it's just kind of stupid. You know, hunters being able to heal themselves. You know, second wind, recuperate. You know, stuff like that. Exhilaration for the hunter. These things, you know, that doesn't belong in the game. You know, it's class fantasy. I always go back to Dungeons and Dragons. You know, like the original D&D back from like 1978. You know, class identity to me is incredibly important for an MMO. You know, like healers should be in demand because they can heal, right? And tanks should be in demand because they can tank. You shouldn't have like DPS that doesn't require healing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree with the race class combo too. I think that's a good idea to keep it. It's really cool. Like if only like for example, like what if only night elves could be druids, which is kind of the way it is, right? That's really cool. I mean that gives you all this kind of lore around the druid class, and it kind of just plays into the fantasy of the classes really well. I would like to have seen him limit the hunter class a little bit and say that only like one thing that like I don't understand why humans can't be hunters though. That's one that I never understood. Like humans should 100% be able to be a hunter, you know. That one I never understood that. Yeah. But even like I mean, I guess I could see human warlocks. I mean, gnomes can't be priests. That's another one too. You could have maybe seen a gnome as a priest, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm fine with that. You know, I like having limitations. I think it's cool. Plus, it makes people play other races too. You know, if everybody could be, I hate path stalkers. If everybody could be every class, then people are just going to tend to play the race that has the best racials or the race that looks the coolest. You know what I mean? And you won't get as much diversity in the races. Unless it's faith based on science.
Can I replace the print was made from my love on my soul?
Yeah, so I can't really go in there. I can't really handle 3 mobs. I mean, I could probably, but no, I don't think I can. I think trying to kill 3 mobs could be a death sentence for me. Trying to get Zelfark run going. Well, that'll get you to 48. I don't have any really complicated pet macros because in Classic they're pretty simplistic. Yeah. They get really complicated in 1.12 client. I have some really super complicated macros, but not here.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground was bare, I tried to drown. The emptiness couldn't turn it all around. Pull the shutter, see the world fly by, like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lies. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it right. Too late. Watching from a distance, in a crowded room, looking over silhouettes, hoping just to find you. All I knew was lost, fading on the outside. No one counts the cost, burning from the inside. All the hype was bought, senses wearing down, finding empty stares. Couldn't turn it all around, lit the fuses, see the world drift by, like shadows in the night. Thinking I could change it. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lies. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it right.
Come on, dead zone, dead zone, dead zone. Ah, there's another chest in here. I just would love to be able to get an upgraded weapon one of these days. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? 10 silver for that, damn. This looks like a good spot to log out. I cannot get an upgraded weapon, man. I mean, I've been trying to get an upgraded weapon since level... since level 20... When we got the weapon I'm using right now, we got at level 23 from a fishing crate. And we have not seen an upgraded weapon since. So that's 10 levels. So... Since SM runs, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to get to bed, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. Next time we'll get to level 34. We don't really get... I think my pet... I don't know if my pet gets his upgraded... I don't think he does. I don't think he gets his upgraded armor and you know, and health until 36. But I'm excited at 35 because of the leatherworking, because we'll be able to unlock, you know, the highest ranks of leatherworking. And we'll have to start looking into doing the... We probably can't do... I can't remember the Dragon Scale leatherworking quest chain, but I think it's not something I can do at this level. I think we'd have to be higher level to do it, but... Anyways, I'll catch you guys later, man. Hope everybody's having a good one. Peace out. Peace out. See you, JP. Thanks for stopping by, man.